Yo guys, this is Vimal here and welcome back to another video on my channel. So this is like a back-to-back video guys. You might have just seen the unboxing and first look at the brand new RTX 3080 from Asus. I posted the video like a couple of hours ago on my channel. If you haven't watched that, you have to see that first. I'll leave a link to that because that is like the part 1 of this video and this is like a continuation. So everybody were like, hey Vimal, we want to see the benchmarks. We want to see how this graphic card performs while playing games, brand new AAA title games. We're super excited, so please post that. Well, this is what I'll be doing exactly in this video guys. I am also like super excited to see how this card actually performs in real world gaming. Nvidia says that the 3080 is made for 4K gaming and is 50% faster than their previous 2080. Well, that is something that we'll be testing out in this video and see if this really lives up to that hype. So yeah, 3080 is Nvidia's 2nd gen RTX card based on Ampere architecture and comes with 10 GB super fast GDDR6X memory guys. So what I'll do is I'll quickly do a test build for testing out this GPU. So that test build will consist of all expensive and super powerful components. See, this is a 3080, right? We have to use a similar level of components. That's why I'll be using the fastest processor available right now in the market, which is Intel's 10th gen i9 guys, the 10900K, and that is what I'll be using. So along with that, we'll be using like 32 gigs of RAM and all the other stuff guys. I'll leave all the specs of this test build in the description of this video. You can check it out from there. So let's quickly fire up this GPU and see how it performs, and then we'll talk about the performance and gaming benchmarks, all that at a later part in the video. Let's get started. So we'll be playing a couple of AAA title games at different resolutions like 1080p and 4K as well at maximum ultra graphics possible, and later even check out the ray tracing results in the video. First, let's start with Doom Eternal. We're playing this game at 1080p resolution first with the graphic quality set to ultra. Let's see how this card performs. Holy moly, that is madness! Guys, are you looking at the frame rate? We were getting an average frame rate of around 300 frames per second on Doom Eternal. I never got that high frame rate on any build before. Insanely good performance. Also, the game feels like buttery smooth while playing. But the RTX 3080 is actually made for 4K gaming. So let's switch the resolution and see what this card is actually capable of. Okay, now as you can see, I've changed the resolution from 1080p to 4K with the graphic quality set to ultra. Let's see how it goes. Oh my god, this is nuts! At 4K ultra graphics, we were getting a solid and consistent frame rate of around 150 frames per second. Now that is the kind of performance I was expecting to see.
Behold the fruits of our labor.
So that was about Doom. Now let's move on and check out the next game. We'll be playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is a very graphic intensive AAA title game. See, from here on we'll only be doing 4K testing because anyone who basically gets a 3080 will most probably play at 1440p or 4K resolution only. 1080p is like outdated guys, unless you're like into esport gaming and want super high frame rates of around like 300 frames per second. See, by checking out the 4K gaming performance, you can easily get an idea on how it will perform at low resolutions. Right now we are playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey at 4K max graphics, so let's see how the 3080 handles it. By the way, you can keep a check on all the performance stats at the top left corner.
Be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Wow, this is amazing guys. As Nvidia said during their announcement, the 3080 definitely offers a consistent 4K 60 FPS gaming. Sometimes it even hits 80 FPS also, which the 2080 Ti could never do guys. These new 30 series cards completely blow out the previous gen GPUs. I can see almost like 40 to 50% improvement and higher performance compared to the RTX 2080. Let me know if you all want to see a comparison as well, like the previous gen 20 series cards versus the new 30 series cards, and I'll definitely make a dedicated video on that. Alright, moving on, let's play Control. Control is also a very popular game that supports ray tracing, DLSS and all these new features. So we'll be playing this game as well. We're playing it at 4K resolution currently. So first we'll be testing it with the ray tracing off, and in the second test we'll be playing with the ray tracing set to high. Whoa guys, I can see a big difference over here. When I played Control on my RTX 2080 at 4K Ultra graphics, the game was barely able to maintain 30 FPS. But on the new 3080 with the graphic quality set to maximum at 4K resolution, we were getting around like 60 to 65 FPS. Now that is a huge improvement. I can see about like 50 to 60% improvement in the frame rates while playing this game.
In this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright. Burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Okay, time to see what this beast can do with the ray tracing on. I'm setting ray tracing settings to the high preset, and you can immediately see the difference in the game. Just look at those beautiful reflections on the floor. Very beautiful graphics. But yes, the frame rate also dropped to around like 35 to 40 FPS on an average. Previously, you couldn't play this game at all with the ray tracing set to on at 4K on the RTX 2080. I'm quite impressed considering the performance it's offering for the price that you're paying. But I wish the memory on the card was slightly a bit higher. See, 10GB memory is currently fine, but when playing those new 2020 or the new upcoming 2021 graphic intensive games at 4K max graphics, most of the VRAM was getting consumed with just a bare minimum of headroom left. And also when the old 2080 Ti had like 11 gigs of memory, I felt the new 3080 should have had around like 12GB of memory. That would have been awesome. What do you people think about this? Let me know in the comment section. What I think is Nvidia will be offering that 12GB on the Ti edition GPUs, which may be coming out later, maybe next year. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Lastly, let's also play our favorite game, GTA 5 at 4K resolution max graphics settings.
You are right about that. Don't become no murder case now, nigga. Shit.
Okay, now this is great. GTA 5 at 4K max graphics preset, we were getting around 80 FPS on an average. Imagine if you play this game at 1080p, what the results could be. Easily around 250 to 300 FPS. Talking about the thermals and the fan noise, I was actually quite impressed here. The one we have right now is an aftermarket card from Asus, the Tough Gaming 3080 OC edition. And after playing games at 4K resolution for about 40 to 50 minutes, the GPU was idling around like 60 to 62 degrees centigrade. And the max temperature it reached was 66 degrees centigrade, which was perfectly normal. Asus has done a good job with the cooling on this card. Talking about the fan noise was also minimum. I didn't have any issues over here. And one more good thing is the fans on this card automatically stop spinning when the temperatures fall below 55 degrees centigrade to keep absolute silence. Well guys, that was our initial testing and gaming performance test on the brand new RTX 3080, the next gen GPU from Nvidia. It offers crazy horsepower and consistent 4K 60fps gaming at max graphics. If you are coming from a previous 10 series card and decide to get the new 3070 or 3080, you will be completely blown away in terms of the performance difference you will see. I can't wait to play Cyberpunk 2077 and also Watch Dogs Legion in 4K with ray tracing and DLSS on this new 30 series GPU. Let me know what do you guys think about the new 3080 after looking at these gaming benchmark results. Are you interested in buying the 3080 or even the 3070 for your PC? Let me know in the comment section down below. So that's it guys, this is what I wanted to show you in this video. I hope you all really enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.